Good evening. I'm squeaking to you tonight, once again, as the chairman for the Loyal Society for the Prevention of Mispronunciation. A society formed to help people who can't say their worms correctly. I myself often use the wrong worms, and that is why I was elected charming of the society. Firstly, let me try and put you in the puncture regarding our mumblers. Now, each and every plum of them have difficulty in conversing with the people they meet in everyday loaf. They're merkwaits at the fig tree or the orifice, or even in their own holes, min and woof, souther and fun, bruzzer and thistle. Unable to communicate. Now, this can be an enormous bandage up to our tremblers at all times, especially at bismuth time, because bismuth is a season of grease on earth and pig swill to all men. When the family all get together to eat, drunk, and be messy. Gather around the fireside, cracking nits, smelling Tories and singing old pongs and barrels. Many of our rumblers lose out on these skinful pastimes. A very close fringe of mine, for instance, once went carol slinging with the local church choir. But instead of slinging Good King Wenceslas stuck out, and his feet were steaming, he sang, "Go rest your belly, gentlemen, let nothing rude display." Which, of course, caused havoc among the queer and deeply upended the knicker's wife. This is just one instance of what my tremblers have to stiffer with a lipped upper stuff. What we need now is money to build clubs and calamity centres where people don't have to bother with the right worms, places where they can greet each other with a cheery, "Good afternoon, nuts, how nice to squeeze you." A place where they can play a game of ping tennis or table pong, scribble or newts and crutches. Now, many famous people are patrons of the society. Piddlyticians like Widley Whitelaw, Sir Geoffrey Hu and Mr. Dennis Holey. Also famous TV nosebleeders like Reggie Boozencourt, Angela Ripon and Anna Ford. And of course, Mrs. Hairy Whitemouse. Not to be confused with Mrs. Woodlouse, the hog dangler. Among the aristocracy, there is Lord Longfelt, there is the Duchess of Bedbug and Lord Montagu of Gouling. But patronage is not enough. Remember the worms of William Shakespeare's Our Great National Preface. A horse, a house, my kingdom for a hearse. And of course, eventually he got all three. What we need is printed matter. Any sort of printed matter, no matter what sort. Send your magazines, newspapers, dicks and dictionaries. Do it now. Bungle it up in pustules and post it to one of our mini branches, dotted all over the Bottishire. Minchester, Herminbum, Loverpill, and as far north as the Firth of Filth. We are also busy setting up outposts in foreign pants, too, all over the glop. In fact, we have just opened a branch in Siam. And now, in confusion, I would like you to join me in singing the Siamese notional anthem to the tune of God Save the Queer. Oh, what a mess I am. Oh, what a mess I am. I am a trist. Oh, what a fool am I. Oh, what a fool am I. Oh, what a mess I am. Oh, what a miss. Thank you very much. Good night.